The Tale of the Lazy Artist, A Lesson in Time and Talent, Hook. What would you do if you woke up one day and realized that your most precious gift had been wasted? This is the story of Alan, a once promising artist who had the talent to dazzle the world but chose to let his dreams drift away. His journey is a stark reminder that time waits for no one, no matter how gifted. In a small village nestled between towering mountains and a serene river, there lived an artist named Alan. His talent was undeniable. His brushstrokes captured emotions so vividly that his paintings seemed alive. The villagers often whispered in awe about his gift, calling him a genius destined for greatness. But Alan had a weakness. He was consumed by dreams of what could be rather than acting on them. Every day he would sit by his window staring at the horizon, imagining grand exhibitions and accolades. Yet his canvas remained blank, gathering dust. "I'll start tomorrow," he would tell himself, convinced there was always more time. In the same village lived another artist, Leo, who was not as naturally talented as Alan. But Leo had something Alan lacked: discipline. While Alan daydreamed, Leo practiced. He painted tirelessly, improving with each stroke. Soon, Leo's work began attracting attention. His exhibitions in nearby towns brought him fame, and his dedication inspired others. Alan, however, scoffed. "Leo may work hard, but he'll never match my skill," Alan thought, refusing to acknowledge the widening gap between their achievements. One fateful day, a wealthy art collector visited the village. Hearing of the two artists, he decided to meet them both. When he arrived at Alan's home, he was greeted by empty canvases and stories of what Alan planned to create. The collector left unimpressed. In contrast, Leo's studio was bustling with activity. His walls were adorned with paintings that told stories of struggle, hope, and triumph. The collector purchased several pieces and promised to introduce Leo's work to galleries across the country. News of Leo's success spread like wildfire, and Alan's heart sank. For the first time, he felt the weight of his wasted potential. Determined to reclaim his place, Alan decided to paint again. But as he picked up his brush, he realized that years of inactivity had dulled his skills. His strokes were shaky, his vision unclear. Frustration mounted as he struggled to create anything meaningful. One evening, he visited Leo's studio under the guise of congratulating him. There, he was struck by a single painting, a depiction of a lone tree thriving in a barren desert. Beneath it was inscribed, "Growth demands effort, even in the harshest conditions." The words resonated deeply with Alan. For the first time, he acknowledged that talent without effort was like an untapped well, full of potential but ultimately useless. Alan began a rigorous routine. He woke before dawn, sketching tirelessly, experimenting with colors and learning new techniques. It was a humbling experience, watching younger artists achieve what he once took for granted. Months turned into years, and though his progress was slow, it was steady. Alan's new works carried an emotional depth that reflected his struggles and lessons. He no longer painted for fame, but to express his journey, his regret, and his growth. Years later, at a prestigious art exhibition in the city, Alan and Leo's works were displayed side by side. Alan's masterpiece, titled "The Hands of Time, Sea," depicted an hourglass with sand slipping through worn, wrinkled hands, a poignant reminder of time lost and the effort needed to reclaim it. The crowd was moved, and critics hailed it as his finest work. Alan approached Leo, who smiled warmly. "Your journey has made you greater than your talent ever could," Leo said. Alan nodded, realizing that his rival had become his greatest inspiration. The moral. The story of Alan, the lazy artist, teaches us that no matter how gifted we are, success requires discipline, effort, and a respect for time. Talent may open doors, but hard work is what keeps them open. This brings us to the end of the story. I hope you've learned a valuable lesson from it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more inspirational stories.